Hi everyone, Tracy here with Paper Closet Designs. In today's video I want to show you how to put together these double pocket cards. Let me just show you what they do. So they have a little pull tab, and when you pull on it you have two little pop-ups out of your pocket. So this is our pot of gold for St. Patrick's Day. When you go ahead and pull on it, the rainbow grows out of the pocket and it says lucky to have you. Then for St. Patrick's Day, I also have a clover. When you pull on it, more clovers fly out and it says Happy St. Patrick's Day. And then I've started some birthday ones. So this one is the cupcake birthday, or birthday cupcake. So when you pull on it, it says Happy Birthday and the candles slide out. And then today I'm going to show you how to do our birthday cake with balloons. The fun thing about these is you can also flip them over. You could write a message on here, or when you pull this out you could tape like a gift card or some money or something onto that one. They go together pretty simple. There are lots of pieces and you do need a couple of supplies. So let me go ahead and show you what those are. You will need some type of foam tape, either foam pop dots or foam squares or whatever, but you need them to be fairly thin, like about 1/4 of an inch, which is why I like the rolls, because I can cut it to the size that I want. But you can use whatever you've got and trim them down if you need to. You'll also need just some plain old Scotch tape, and I'll show you that in a minute, besides the fact that you'll need your glue and your tape runner. Okay, so each file comes with everything that you need. They're a little bit different, so I'm going to go ahead and show you the pieces for this one. So it has two printable files. This is your pool tab. It says pool, and then you'll also have a tab with your, a panel with your sentiment on it, whatever it may be. If you don't like the sentiment, you can just leave this blank. You could fill it in with printed paper or a stamped image, a handwritten image or whatever, but the files do each include a sentiment, and those are printed, and I have a video showing you how to do that as well. Then you'll need your, I'm gonna kind of move this stuff off here a little bit. This is your card base, and it has the two slots and all of your score lines. It also has a little tiny notch right there. I don't know if you can see it on the camera or not. That just shows you where the middle of the card is. Then you will have your first piece, or your first slider piece that goes on the outside pocket with the little embellishments that it'll need. And it also has a little mark to show you where the middle is. And then this is the slider piece for that, and it also has a mark in the middle. Then you will have your background slider piece with a little mark. And, whoops, I've got too many pieces here. And the background slider piece with the notch. You'll have a pocket piece, and then you will have the front pocket embellishment pieces. So let's go ahead and put that front pocket embellishment pieces together first. So this one's pretty easy. Some of them have a lot of pieces and some of them not so much. This birthday cake goes together pretty quick. I can get my glue to work. It always gets bound up when I'm doing a video. Okay. Now I got way too much. I've kept, because there's a lot of detail on these, I've tried to keep them as simple as possible. So on this one, you're just going to build up on that chocolate cake. You could make it a yellow cake or a red cake, whatever your favorite is. There's our first piece of frosting. And there's our second piece of frosting. Go ahead and finish that up, and then just set it to the side for a minute. And then these are the slider pieces for the outside pocket. So we want to come over here and get our small slider piece, and these just glue right on. And I like my big balloon to be in the front, so I'm going to put the two smaller pieces on first, but really it doesn't matter. You can do it however you want. These balloons would be so cute cut out of like polka dot paper or chevron paper, flower paper if it was for your little girl. So many cute fun things. I'll get it right on there. Okay, so that's all there is to that piece. Pretty simple. And now we're going to do the hardest part, which is not hard. And that is we're going to assemble the actual slider pieces. So you're going to take your card and I want you to turn it over, and then I want you to take this piece, and it actually matches the embellishment piece. And you're going to lay it right here so that those titch marks or notches line up, and so that you have a little bit of space so that you can kind of see that it's straight across. Does that make sense? You're going to just lay it on there, and then this is when you're going to take your Scotch tape and just tape a little, get a little piece and tape that down right in the middle so that it doesn't move. Just like that. Okay, then you're going to turn it over, and we're going to do the same thing with the inside piece. So we are going to just line those little niches up, but this time you want to cover that up just like that. Okay, so that's what it's going to look like. But before you do that, you need to cut or somehow get two small pieces of your foam pop dot. And you're going to just line them up in those tracks. So one piece is going to go right there, and another piece is going to go right in there. And that's why I like to cut my own, is because you don't want it clear on the edge, otherwise this piece won't slide. So once you have those on there, and now that I said that, I'm thinking this piece might be a little thick. I think it'll be okay. Okay, now we're going to put this inside slider piece, or actually it's the outside slider piece, and we're going to line it up to match that back one. Like that. Okay, we're going to turn it over and remove the Scotch tape. I like Scotch tape because it won't tear your paper, but even if it does just a little bit, it's okay because all of this is going to be hidden. And now this piece should slide freely up and down. Okay, so back on the outside pocket, the smaller piece is the outside pocket. We are going to take our outside slider piece, and we are going to run tape on the back of it along the bottom. Whoops. And then you're going to just line this edge along the bottom of that piece right there, and it's got the little notch so you can match it up. Okay. Before we add this piece, we need to add our sentiment and our pull tab. Yeah. So there's our sentiment. And then our pull tab. And the pull tab is optional. I like it, but you could probably even like punch a little hole and put a piece of ribbon or some twine in there if you wanted to too. And you're just going to line that up so that the edge of the pool is on the edge of the panel. Okay, so now while that's all done, except I don't think I got it right in the middle, we can change it if we need to once we get it in there. Okay, once you've got that done, you're going to flip this card over to the back, and this time you're going to put your tape right along the back here, or the bottom, excuse me. And again, just line it up with this tab on the edge. Flip it back over, and then it's going to move right now. It'll stop doing that once we get it finished. You just want to make sure that everything slides nice and easy, and it does. So now we're ready to add our front pocket. So I'm just going to fold all those little tabs down and add some tape to them. Whoa, way off there. Okay, then the easiest way to make sure that you get this pocket on straight is I kind of just pull my slider pieces up, and then I'm going to line the edge of this just below the edge of those track pieces. Okay, press it down to get a good firm adhesion. Fold those tabs in, press them down. And then you want to make sure that that piece is still going to slide, and it is. Okay, and now, whoops, while it's still this way, we want to bend these tabs in and put some tape on them. Now I'm going to fold it on that score line, and we're just going to bend these in, give it a good firm press. You do want to make sure when you're doing this that you're not gluing those tabs to your card, that you're gluing it to the card base, if that makes sense. Okay. There you go. Now I think I put my pocket on a little crooked, so I'm gonna take it off and put it back on a little bit straighter. There we go, much better. Okay, now I'm just going to take my cake and glue it to the front, and you could pop dot that if you wanted to. In fact, I think I might. So I'm going to just flip it over and cut some strips of the pop dot. You could just glue this on. You don't have to pop dot it. Just depends on the look you want, if you want to add some dimension to it or not. We do want to make sure that we don't get anything too far up here because it's going to cover the balloon, and we don't want that balloon to stick to this. Pull those off. And there we go. And there is our birthday cake. Celebrate. Just work it a couple times till that sliding mechanism works really well, and that is all there is to it. I will give you one other tip. If you're doing something that, nope, not that one, this one, that has just flat pieces and they're not really on a shape, you want to make sure that all those little pieces are glued down tight so that they don't catch on the pocket when you're sliding it. I hope you enjoy this card. Look for a bunch more. Thanks for joining me today. Please hit subscribe down below so that you don't miss any of my videos. Have a great day.